Hey guys, what's up? Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my last declutter part 3, and it is my foundations. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned and see how I organize and declutter my foundations and concealers.
Alright guys, so this is another 3-drawer like I mentioned in my last video when I was going through my lipsticks, and then the one before that was my eyeshadow palette. So this is going to be foundations. Now, I'm warning you now, when I open these drawers, do not judge me. I know I have a lot of foundations in here and concealer, so that's what this one is going to be about. Decluttering and getting rid of some concealers and foundations that are not my shade or I just don't gravitate towards. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. So I have 3 drawers, as I mentioned. But honestly, this is not even a lot. This is not even a lot. There's a few miscellaneous things in here, but we're going to start with this one first. And I hope you guys can see this. I'm doing this on the floor today because I just wanted to chill. So yes, these little 3 drawer things, I gotta wipe this down of course, but these I get from Walmart. So the first one is my Anastasia Beverly Hills Luminous foundation. I talk about this foundation all the time, and I've actually used it in the last few videos that I've just posted in regards to doing makeup, like full-on tutorials. I'm in the shade 360C. If you are using that as a reference, it will be linked down below in the description box. But yes, I love this one, so I'm going to keep that. The next one is my Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Hydrating Longwear Foundation, and I just used this in a video as well. I really like the formula of this hydrating one, and I'm going to keep that. This one is the Wet n Wild foundation, the new one, the dewy one. I actually like this one a lot for it to be affordable drugstore, so I'm going to keep that. I'm in the shade Toffee Pecan or Pecan, whichever. Going to keep that. This is a Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. I have it in the shade Medium 59 Neutral. This one is a full-on, full coverage foundation, you guys. So if you're not into full coverage types foundations, this won't be the one for you. This is for like if you're going to an extravagant like event and you're going to be there for a number of hours and you don't want your foundation to move, honey, that's what this one would come in. So I'm actually going to keep this for those times and those type of events. I like the shade on me. It's really, really nice. The formula is thick, so yeah, I'm gonna keep it though. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like breaking up here because it's been sitting in a hot stored closet, so I don't know about this. This is actually my new one. I'm gonna keep this one though because it's new, and sometimes you do want a matte look. I'm just not for the Fenty matte one all the time. I do like the hydrating one much better. This one here is my Laura Mercier Flawless Fusion Ultra Longwear Foundation. I have it in the shade 5W1 Amber, and I've talked about this recently as well. This one is very, very lightweight on the skin, giving you that medium to full coverage. I like this shade Amber because it definitely color corrects for me automatically on my smile lines and my chin area where I have dark hyperpigmentation. So this one I'm going to keep. All of my Laura Merciers I'm going to keep. Like this next one is the Flawless Lumiere. I've actually almost done this bottle, so I want to finish it out. So this may be in an upcoming what's in my everyday stash for this month. So be on the lookout for that. This next one is my Nars. Which one is this? Sheer Glow foundation in the shade Medium Dark 1 Syracuse, and this is like a sheer to medium coverage. You can build this up, but it is a sheer coverage, so if you're not that into makeup but you want to get into makeup, I would suggest trying out the Nars Sheer Glow. It's going to give you that natural hydrating look and natural glow. So very lightweight on the skin, giving you enough coverage that you can wear every day to work. You can wear every day if you're just not into makeup, or if you just want to, you know, look even all around your skin, then definitely look into this one. This is the Nars, so I'm keeping that. These are the Becca Becca Ultimate Coverage 24-Hour Foundations. I've actually haven't even used these yet on my channel. I have 2 shades. One's in the shade Cafe, which is this one here, and the other one is in the shade Bamboo. I think I tried Cafe once and I did not like how it was breaking up. So I have another shade that I haven't even tried yet, which is a new one. So let me hold off on these and try these out in the video. This one is the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation 24 Hour. I have it in the shade 420 Bis Neutral. I've used this a few times. It's actually quite empty. A lot of people love this foundation that have oily skin. It's perfect for if you have oily skin. Me, I have normal skin. If you're new to my channel, it's a really nice formula. However, I felt like it was giving me too much of a matte look. But this one is pretty pricey, and the bottle is really, really nice. It's like this frost. I don't know if you guys can see. It's like this frost packaging. Very, very luxurious. I mean, it's Lancome. So I may keep this. I may keep it. It's good for summer for sure. This next one I used to wear a lot. This is the Dior Forever Tint Haute Perfection Extreme Perfect Makeup. It's everlasting. I'm in the shade 040. And I actually like this one a lot. It's very lightweight on the skin. I'm not even sure if it's sold in stores anymore, but it has this really cute pump on there. Very lightweight on the skin. Gives you like a matte, semi-matte finish, but you can like create your own way of wearing this. Like I wear this and I pair it with all of my hydrating products, and it comes out very, very flawless. So I'm going to keep that one. This is the Urban Decay Naked Skin Foundation, Weightless Foundation. I really wanted to like this foundation, but this shade 09, yeah, I have it in, no, 6.0. Sorry, I had it upside down. 6.0. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's so light. Like, it's just giving me ashy. So I'm gonna go ahead and toss that one out. The next one is my YSL. And I'm gonna keep my YSL. I love this All Hours foundation. I have it in the shade BD60. I talked about this a few times here on my channel, but the bottle looks like this. And it's YSL. I mean, this one is really nice. Very lightweight on the skin, giving you a natural glow. As the day goes on with that YSL, you will definitely see the radiant look. This is the It Cosmetics CC Cream in the shade Medium Tan. I can't remember if this was too light. I think it was too light. I think this one was too light. So I'm going to go ahead and pass on this. These are my concealers by Too Faced, the multi-use sculpting concealers. I'm going to keep these because I'm almost going through them, but a lot of product comes in these, so you may have these for a while if you have these on in your collection. So I'm going to keep those concealers. Next up is this Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation in the shade Toasty Toffee. And I love this foundation. This is actually my favorite foundation. It just gives you a really, really airbrush look, full coverage. It lasts all day. It does not budge. This is the business. Like, if you haven't tried the Estee Lauder Double Wear, definitely try it out. If you're not into full coverage, this may not be for you, but you can certainly like use a little bit, goes a long way. So that's where people make the mistake. This is one of those foundations that should last you a while. Unless you're using it all the time, but a little bit goes a long way. If you're using too much, that's where you're going to get cakey. But this foundation is really, really good. It lasts in all types of weather, and I love that foundation. Moving on to this Tarte, which one is this? Tarte Creaseless Concealer. Not my fave. I'm not a fan, but I have it in the shade 33 in Neutral, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. I have the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra Wear Concealer. This is in the shade 370 Bisque. This is a thick concealer, but I'm actually going to keep this because I can use this for something. I just know I can. Whether it's for eyeshadow primer or carving out brows or even adding to my makeup kit, I'm going to keep this one. This one is my Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r Concealer. I have it again in the shade 310. It matches the foundation. I'm going to keep that one. This is my Josie Maran Vibrancy Concealer in the shade Medium Tan. I love this concealer. I've talked about it so many times. And it just gives you a really good hydrated under eye. It has argan oil in there. So it's going to hydrate and moisturize under the eye as well as depuff the under eye. So I love this concealer. This here is almost empty, so I'm actually going to throw this into my empties bag. I may use it a few more times because there's a little bit left in here. But this is the Marc Jacobs Shameless Youthful 24 Hour Foundation. I actually liked this foundation. This is like one of those foundations you can wear every day without looking too like you're doing too much. It just gives you an even layer on the skin. Moving on to the next one. This is the Josie Maran Vibrancy Foundation, the Argan Oil Foundation, just like the concealer, but like I said, in a foundation form. I'm actually going to get rid of this. This is actually a nice foundation, but when I tried it in a video, I did not like the smell. Although the smell went away, like it just, I don't know if it's because it's a natural, I don't know if it's because it's natural, but it just smells, it smells a little odd to me. So I'm just going to go ahead and let this one go. These are the Nars Velvet Matte Foundation Sticks. This one's in the shade Stromboli Medium 3 and Tahoe Medium 2. I use these in a video, and when I tell you, girl, they're so creamy. They go on really, really soft, really, really nice. However, like within an hour, they were cracking all over my face. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of those. Next up is this Tarte multitasking foundation, the Foundcealer. I actually like this foundation, especially on those hot days, or if you're on a vacation in the islands or something like that. It's so hot, but you still want to look like you have something on. This does has SPF in it, so it's protecting you from the sun as well. I'm going to keep this because I actually like how this looked on the skin. Very lightweight, super lightweight on the skin, and just looks really even toned. Okay, so these have like oil base in them. So these you definitely cannot store in hot places. So again, this is the Benefit Hello Happy Soft Blur Foundation. I actually like this foundation, but like oil is all on these. Actually, on the bottom, these have expiration dates. So I need to go ahead and get rid of these. Yeah, whatever's in here, you see how the packaging is super oily? Although you always shake it up, I'm gonna have to get rid of them because they both expired this month in April. So trashing those. All right, next up is the Tarte Amazonian Clay Full Coverage Foundation. I have it in the shade Medium Tan Honey. I'm gonna get rid of it because it's actually too light for me, and it was giving me ashy. You guys see that? Yeah, gotta go. So this is going, I'm gonna get rid of this. Next up is the Studio Skin 15-Hour Hydrating Foundation by Smashbox, and I actually like this formula on my skin. It definitely gives you a hydrating look as well as giving you medium to full coverage, so I'm going to keep this one. Here I have some concealers. These are the Hello Fab Bendy Avocado Concealers from First Aid Beauty. I have the shade, oh, they don't have like names, they just have numbers. So I have 4 and 5. So the undertones are not bad, if you guys can see it far away like that. I just don't like how they don't give a lot of coverage, but this is probably one of those concealers where you would just lightly dab this on your eyes, under the eye in the summertime type deal, because they're really lightweight. It actually bends with your skin, so that's why it's called Bendy Avocado. It's like flexible on the skin, but I'm going to get rid of them because I don't gravitate towards them. Next up is my old faithful Clinique Even Better. Comment down below if you've been like using Clinique or you've used it in the past and you still may have 1 or 2 of their products and you just keep them. This is one of those products. So the Clinique Even Better Makeup Broad Spectrum SPF 15. I have it in the shade WN76. I actually like this foundation. I use it here and there, especially when I don't want to do too much. So I'm going to keep this one. It has some skincare benefits in here as well, so that's another reason I keep it. So I'm going to keep that. So much oil from the Benefit one. But this is my CoverGirl Power Play Foundation. I have it in the shade G70. And I'm going to keep this one because I don't have any other Cover FX full-on bottles, I don't think. Well, yes, I really like this foundation. It's definitely a medium to full coverage. It lasts all day, and I like the formula and everything like that. So I'm going to keep this one. I like the Power Play Foundation. This right here is the Milk Makeup Blur Foundation, and I have it in the shade Medium Tan. Now, when I first tried this on, I was like, this thing is really full coverage. This is another one that you have to, like, shake up. It has all these oil in there. It's not a bad smell or anything on it. I just haven't used this one in a while. I just haven't used this one in a while, so maybe I'll use this in a video. Let me try it again in a video. It is pretty liquidy as I'm shaking it up. It's pretty liquidy, so you do have to shake this up. I'm gonna keep this one for now. Next up is this Hourglass Stick. I have it in the shade Golden Tan. So many people raved about this stick, and I'm like, what is the hype about this stick? So I tried it, and I'm like, I just don't like sticks. You know, the only stick that I like is the Milk Makeup Stick. I don't even have that out here, but I'm definitely keeping that one. I will try to insert a picture here or somewhere to show you the Milk Makeup one that I'm talking about, but that's the only foundation stick that I like. So unfortunately, I'm going to get rid of this one as well. I know some of you are probably like, girl, those are so expensive, but if I'm not using them, I'm not going to keep it. So this is the Becca Ultimate Coverage Concealer, and I'm going to keep this since I have the foundation and try that out in a video for you guys. This is actually an empty bottle. This is how the original bottle of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation looks. It's a full-on bottle, full size, that I just held on to because I wanted to know what color I was. I wanted to keep that same color, and that's what I did. And so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the bottle finally. This is like the best foundation of all time. Like, I don't care what anyone says about that. Next is my Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I am going to keep this. I love that this foundation is very lightweight on the skin. It gives a flawless finish, beautiful in pictures. So if you're like a guest of a wedding or you're in someone's wedding and you have to provide your own makeup, if you're invited to like a nice party where a lot of photos are going to be taken, this is really nice for that. So that's why I'm going to keep this one. Next up is the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet Skin Foundation. Have I tried this foundation? I think this one was too light. This was in Y35. Yeah, this one was too light. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that one. So that's bin number 2. And my third bin here. So this is I think I have 2 of these. But if I found it in my other bin that I'll be showing you guys in the next video, then I'll let you know. But this is the Beauty Blender Bounce Foundation in the shade 360W. And I did a video on this. And I really like this foundation. Like, I'm not even going to like hate on Beauty Blender. This one was pretty light. But I love the finish of this. And I just like made it work. Look how light that is. Ay. I'm just gonna get rid of it. Like, that's the whole point of decluttering, right? You can't keep stuff and try to make it work all the time. We tell ourselves that all the time, but just let it go. It's gonna be all right until I find the right shade in this. But I do like this foundation a lot. Like I said, I have a video. If I find it, I'll link it in the description box below. You guys go check that out, or it'll be listed up here on the card. So I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that. Next up, I have, oh, this is when I first tried this foundation so many years ago. It's an empty bottle of the Born This Way foundation in the shade Praline. I actually have another bottle that I'm actually using, and I'm going to keep that. That's in my rotation right now, but this is an empty bottle, so I'm going to throw that out. Next up is this Urban Decay Stay Naked foundation in the shade 61NN. You guys, I adore this foundation. The reason I really like this foundation, it does not crack around my smile lines. It stays on all day. It's like I would say it's a medium coverage. It's a satin matte finish. I love this foundation, and I unfortunately don't have any more. It's basically empty, so this will be going in my empties. Look how I'm like scraping the bottle, and I don't want to put it in my empties bag just yet. But I'm like scraping the bottle. This is crazy. But yes, this is like my second favorite foundation. Estee Lauder foundation is my first. I would say this is definitely my second. Like, I love this foundation. Thank you, Urban Decay, for putting this out. But this is my favorite foundation in 61NN. So I'm gonna toss this out, but I'm gonna scrape the last little bit of this. So I'm gonna put it in my empties. You guys heard me talk about these before. These are the ColourPop No Filter foundations. I have it in the shades Medium Dark 115 and Medium Dark 120, and they both were still too light. I did not like the finish of them. They were pretty matte to me. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of these as well. This is the old Wet n Wild Photo Focus Concealer, and I have it in the shade Light Medium. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. It's been a while since I used this, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of that. This is the It Cosmetics CC Matte Foundation. The matte, why did I just draw a blank? Matte full coverage cream tinted moisturizer. So it's like a full coverage matte finish tinted moisturizer. So you're going to get a lot of coverage with these It Cosmetics. Comment down below if you use It Cosmetics. I definitely like the original one. I just have to find my right shade in that. I have to go darker in that. When I do tinted moisturizers, I try to go darker because they have SPF in it, and they have a lot. Like this one has 40, and I think the original one has 50. And so being a brown girl, you know, sometimes it can look a little ashy. So I try to go darker in my tinted moisturizers. That's a little tip. If you're into or want to try tinted moisturizers, I would suggest going a shade darker because they have that high potence of SPF. But I'm going to get rid of that as well. Here I have some CoverGirl foundations. This is in the shade T10 and T50. These are the True Blend Matte foundations. This is the original one that I have, and I actually like this foundation, so I'm gonna keep this. This is a darker shade, so I could use this one in the summer. This is like my everyday shade that I would use, so I'm gonna keep these. I don't know why this top doesn't stay on here, but I'm gonna keep those. This is the Sephora Make No Mistake foundation and concealer stick. As I said before, I don't like sticks, so I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that as well. This is the full coverage spectrum CoverGirl Matte Ambition All Day Shine Free foundation. I know you guys hear me talk sometimes, and I don't really like mattes like that, but a good matte foundation, I can make it work with my hydrating products and serums and things like that under it, and they give me a flawless finish without me looking dry, cracky, or too cakey. So I'm gonna keep this one because this one is a great formula. It lasts all day and it gives a bomb finish, like really flawless finish. This is one of my favorites too from the drugstore. This is the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in a dewy smooth. So that is what that looks like, and I have it in the shade 240 golden beige. This is one of my favorite drugstore foundations, the dewy one, not the matte. So I'm gonna keep that. This is the Sephora, what is this? Matte Perfection foundation in the shade number 35 bronze. I tried this one time and I think it was a hot mess. You probably need to try this in a video, so I'll keep it. Comment down below if you tried this before. I gotta try it. I gotta try it in a video. And next up is my Vanish foundation by Hourglass. I have it in the shade golden tan. I've wore this before. It gave me a flawless look. I need to try it again, so be on the lookout for some videos for some of these foundations, because some of them I want to keep because I know that they're really well, but I'm not quite sure, like I can't remember what they are, what they look like, or how they finish. So I'm gonna keep that one. This is my LA Girl Pro Conceal orange corrector. I'm gonna keep that. You never can go wrong with the corrector. This is the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea in the shade 42 tan neutral, and this comes with a droplet, like a drop. And I tried this foundation before as well, and it was cracking all over my face, so I'm going to get rid of that one. And another one of my Josie Maran concealers. I think this is a new one. Yeah, this is a new one, so we're definitely keeping that. And then this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Concealer. I actually like this concealer. I haven't wore it in a while, so I'm going to get rid of it because it's been sitting in here forever. But I have it in the shade medium light warm, if you want to use mine as a reference. All right, guys, so as I was like getting ready to put my stuff away, I noticed I didn't even talk about these. Found these in my closet as I was trying to straighten up where I want these foundations to go. This is a backup of my YSL, so you guys heard me talk about that. I'm going to keep that. So that's what this is. Here is my YSL Touche Éclat all-in-one glow tinted moisturizer. I have it in the shade B60. I love this tinted moisturizer. As I said before, I get it a little bit darker. As you can see, I'm almost empty with this. Don't worry, a lot of videos are about to come out with all this stuff, especially since we are on social distancing. I need to get to it with these videos because there's a lot of stuff that could be used in here or finished up. But this is my favorite tinted moisturizer. So yes, that's the YSL. I'm keeping that. This is my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer. I'm going to keep that. Sorry for the bottle being so messy, but this is the Boscia Skin Perfecting BB Cream in its shade Newport. And this is my favorite BB cream. I don't even like BB creams like that, but whatever Boscia did with this, bomb. I don't even know if they sell this in store, but this goes on so flawlessly. It's like your skin but better. It has some skincare components in it, which is a plus. It has SPF of 30, but this is one of those BB creams that don't look ashy on the skin. So as you can see, I've been using this thing up, and I'm gonna keep that because I really like that. These were in my what's in my everyday stash for the month of March. The Pro Filt'r concealers from ColourPop. I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of those. This is some leftover Pro Concealer LA Girl concealer in the shade Warm Honey. This is like my favorite drugstore concealer when I first got into makeup, and it still works really, really well, but I'm gonna get rid of it because I had this for some time. This is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. I'm gonna get rid of this. I didn't really like how the consistency was. This is the Cover FX concealer in the shade 6 Medium 4, or G Medium 4, sorry. And I'm gonna keep this. I really like the formula, the foundation of this as well, and how this keeps like the under eye really, really flawless, no creasing or anything under the eye. It's a medium to full coverage, and I like the spatula on here too. The doe foot applicator is different and unique from other concealers, so yes, I'm going to keep that. This is the Juvia's Place concealer in the shade number 15, and that looks like this. A lot of people are fans of this. It has a big doe foot applicator like the Tarte one. I keep it because it is a hydrating concealer. This is not a matte concealer to me, and people were saying that it's a full coverage matte concealer. It definitely comes off as hydrating and not a full coverage. You have to build it up to be full coverage, but you have to be careful with concealers like this, because if you build too much under the eye, you will be creasing and looking crazy under the eye. But I'm going to keep it because I love the undertone, and I actually use it to carve out my brows. So I'm going to keep that. Here is my bottle of Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I'm definitely going to keep that. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation in the shade 3.05. That's a medium. The undertone is warm golden. I'm going to get rid of it. I tried it. It was not the right shade, so I'm going to go ahead and let that go. This is the Maybelline 24-Hour Stay Foundation. I'm going to get rid of it because it's pretty empty and the bottle is all messed up. This is the NYX Born to Glow foundation. I really like this foundation. It's almost empty. It was in my what's in my everyday makeup stash for the month of March, but girl, now we have to be social distancing. I have not been wearing makeup. Comment down below if you have not been wearing makeup during this time as well. This is the CoverGirl Vitalist Healthy Elixir foundation. I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this. I've had this for many, many years, and I was using it in the month of March before all of this happened, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of it. This is the Smashbox Studio Skin Flawless Concealer. This concealer is really, really like light, not in shade, but in texture. Like, it's really light weight on the skin. It's not a full coverage. I would say it's light to medium, so you do have to build this up. I do like the wand. I'm just making a mess. I do like the wand, how flexible the wand is, if you guys can see that. I do like that. This shade is okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and let this go. It is an empty, so I'm gonna put this in my empties, but this is the Urban Decay Stay Naked Concealer. Again, I love the foundation, so I definitely love the concealer. They just go hand in hand with one another, but I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my empty, so that's gonna go and stay. And then last but not least of my concealers are the newest e.l.f. concealers. This is the Hydrating Camo Concealer with the white top, and then the Camo Concealer Matte with the black top. And I'm going to definitely keep these. Both of these do an amazing job to be affordable. So this is my foundations and concealers all cleared out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give this video a thumbs up for more videos, and hit that subscribe button. And until next time, love, peace, and beauty. I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.